RuPaul made us sit through another one of these tired ass, my joints haven't been oiled since the 60s. Like, that is the baldest peacock I've ever seen, ma'am. Ryan's story looks about high as hell with that raccoon ass on his head. It's also really funny to me that she says that she's from New York, but baby, those teeth give me backwoods Mississippi.
Girl, she already done had hers.
Hey y'all, and welcome to The Doll, the audio, visual, podcast, video, whatever the fuck you want to call it experience, where I talk about whatever I want to, because I'm bored, and I don't have anyone to listen to me rant about these things. Today, I want to talk about RuPaul's Drag Race, Season 14, Episode 1 and 2. They had a split double premiere, but to me it kind of just made sense to review both episodes in one. Don't know why. Just did, but I am going to be doing them in sequential order, so I'll be doing episode 1 and then episode 2, because also it's just what made sense to my head, so we're running with it. Yeah, I guess without further ado, let's go ahead and just get into it.
Yeah, get into it.
First up into the workroom is Alyssa Hunter, and honestly, I fucking hate this look. Like, from the neck up, face, hair, perfect. Hair laid, mug beat, smashed, if you will. Cannot stand this fucking look, because I just don't understand her point of view. Like, I get it's probably a play on Alyssa Hunter, like she's a hunter, but no thank you.
We're not interested.
Alyssa says that she is a title holding queen, and like that's impressive, but I'm not impressed by what I see. Next up into the workroom is Bosco, and I like this look. I want to say I love this look, but it honestly, I think it's too simple for me to like love it, for it to be like, oh my god, that's gag worthy, because it's not gag worthy, but you know, it's a visually appealing look. It's color blocked really nicely, and it's kind of campy in a way, and very like, it's intriguing where it needs to be, but then like lets your eyes rest where else it needs to. So like, she didn't overdo it with like fabrics or designs or anything, but you know, she threw the horns in there, and there's like the polka dot with like the matching. I like it. Very cute dichromatic look. Her eyebrows are very intriguing. I've never seen anyone do their eyebrows like that, and I think that that's the point of why she does it, and I'm interested to see how that will come off and like across through the season, if the judges are, you know, gonna give her the whole like Dusty Ray Bottoms edit of being like, okay, well, like what else can you do? I'm intrigued to see how that plays out. And she also gives me a lot of Sasha Velour and Max, another two that's literally the perfect amalgamation. I really get Sasha and Max from her. She's like intellectual like Sasha, but then her fashion to me is very minimalistic, niche, but like fashion forward in the way that Max is. So I think she's someone to watch. I'm really excited to see what she brings to this season. Next into the room was Cornbread, the snack jeté, and love this look. Just like Bosco's, I think that it's simple but eye-catching and appealing where it needs to, and also camp. What makes it camp to me is the oversized flexi rollers in her hair. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. And it gives me very like, from afar, it gives me very like Medusa, Gorgon, like, don't look at my hair too long or it will turn you to stone. Like, I love it. I absolutely am in love with this look. Simple but eye-catching, and a really good entrance look. Also, really here for the trans representation on this season. Very, very, very much so here for the trans representation. And next into the workroom was Willow Pill, and I loved this look off the fucking bat. I know all the other queens were like shading her and side-eyeing her and everything, but I'm here for it. I love this look because as soon as I saw it, I was like, okay, she has a point of view. Like, she's not wearing this thinking that she's gagging everyone. Like, she wears this because she knows, like, she gets it. She's perfectly embodying that, like, fresh out of high school, like maybe still in high school, like pays for everything with daddy's card, blonde Paris Hilton, just straight up and down mini skirt, platform, flip-flops. I'm so here for it. She looks like she's ready to go to the mall. Like, get in, bitch. We are going shopping. And I'm here for it. I'm really intrigued to see what she's gonna bring throughout this season, because I love queens that like get that get it, and it seems like she really gets it, especially with her performance later in this episode. And then next into the workroom is Carrie Colby, who looks like a literal fucking Barbie. Like a literal fucking Barbie. I love the shoulder piece and like that leads into the tulle that kind of, sprucens up it's a very simplistic look if you take the shoulder piece off and all the other tulle. But with the tulle, it to me makes it very avant-garde in a way of just like this 3D structural, almost Gaga-esque piece, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm here for the blue root down to the fucking 613, and then the pink dip dyed ends. I'm very here for it. The only thing that I don't like about this look is that I wish that the hem, like the bottom of the skirt, was down just a little lower, because you can just see a little bit of the panty through it, and I don't think that was intentional. I think she did want it to probably ride up, so I don't know her intention, honestly. She might have wanted it to show. But it doesn't look that most flattering to me. I'm here for everything else in the look, though. And her face is fucking beat. And next up into the workroom is June Jambalaya. And I'm not going to mince any words. I fucking hate this outfit. I fucking hate it. I don't get it. I don't see a reference point. I don't know if there was a reference point. I don't understand the turtleneck underneath it or the Forever 21 off the rack heel. Cornbread said she's a label girl and she'll buy shit and wear it even if it doesn't fit. And, I think that I'm seeing that. I think that the reason that this little jumper goes down and like covers the heel in the back is because it was probably too short and she was probably flooding when she put this on, because it looks like a women's jumpsuit. And I heard her say like, oh yeah, she's got her Emilio Pucci jumpsuit on. Girl, take it off, because the name is not worth the look sometimes, and this is one of those cases. This is not a flattering look to me, and I don't know. Face is beat though. Face card approved, automatic first swipe. Next up into the room was Orion's story, and my favorite thing about her entrance was how confused Alyssa Hunter looked. Like she genuinely looked like she did not understand the words that were coming out of Orion's mouth, and honestly it's same after a certain point. Because girl, she walked in and literally recited a Shakespearean sonnet. No idea what her viewpoint was when she did that. Maybe she didn't have one. The look in itself, I think, is very basic in a way. I don't understand why the bra is different from the bodysuit, or the bustier, but maybe there's a reference that I'm not getting. I think that it's very interesting though that she can say that she made all the stuff that she's wearing, because you don't see a lot of queens that can do that nowadays. Then next up, we got this spinning wheel of death, Ringling Brothers. I don't even know what to call it. I don't know how they came up with this idea. But honestly, it's a good one. And, good way to revitalize the lip sync wheel. Just add some fucking bootstraps in it. Love a good strap on. I don't really have much to say about this mini challenge, though. I do think that it's a little odd that maybe, of course, there's no way to tell if they were taken into consideration, but I think that Orion's pictures were very good. Like, I think that she was doing a good bit. And she was serving face, and she took the prompts. I think that she did really good. So I kind of thought that she was going to win. And then when they announced that she didn't, I was like, oh, Well, who, what? But the winner of the mini challenge was Carrie Colby. And I'm not going to lie, I was a bit worried for her because I didn't think that they were going to be able to get a good picture with, the bundles going everywhere. And then there was the tool going everywhere. I was like, this just will not make for a good picture when literally what they're doing is spinning you around in a circle. But hey, they got it. So then RuPaul announces that they will be doing the Charisma, Nerve, and Talent show. The Charisma, Nerve, and Talent show. However they said that. Which is, a talent show. I thought that it was really interesting that they were going to start with a talent show a la All Stars instead of, another thing. But also I think that it's intriguing and interesting. It's an interesting concept. Then we get into the workroom and they're all getting out of drag and everything. And Cornbread is rising. Like, she's almost ready to come out the fucking oven for Miss Alyssa out of drag. And I don't personally get it, but you like it, I love it. Both her and June. They were just, basements flooded. They were ready. Cornbread was rising and jambalaya was boiling. They were ready for Miss Alyssa, and I can't say that I fully agree on her being the trade of the season, because first of all, none of these girls are trade, but second of all, maybe it's just not for me. I don't really have much to say about what happened in the workroom after they got out of drag. I do live for Carrie Colby in this cow jumpsuit, though, and Orion's story looks about high as hell with that raccoon ass on his head. Her head? On his head. Yeah. Then the next thing in my notes, even though I know it didn't happen sequentially, I think this happened the next day after they came back into the workroom, was Lizzo came in, and Lizzo looked fucking sickening. The hair, the body, the outfit, the braids. Ooh, so it's such a good look. Such a good look. I would venture to say the best that we have seen one of, when they do let's bring the pop stars on. This is one of the best first episode pops queens. Best look to me. Then when we get out onto the runway, RuPaul made us sit through another one of these tired ass, my joints haven't been oiled since the 60s routines where she barely shimmies and shakes around on stage and has a whole bunch of background dancers to, support the weight. I was not here for it. RuPaul's music at the beginning was cute and cool, but girl, please stop making original stuff. Please stop making original stuff. It is not the bag. Is not the bag. Then the talent show begins, and June Jambalaya is up first. I didn't really like this, mainly because it seemed a little bit ill-prepared. It seemed a little bit ill-prepared to me. But other than that, I loved the idea of it. I wish that she would have bobby pinned that fucking headband up. I wish she would have. And I wish she would have had them make her a panty out of the same fabric, because other than that, she might have not ended up in the bottom. Next up was Bosco, and she did burlesque, and it was cute. I thought that it was really intriguing, and she looked good, but it wasn't giving, it didn't give like Roxy Andrews burlesque did in All Stars 2. This was like a cute little thing, but it seemed like she kind of relied more on her outfit than the actual talent of burlesque dancing. But I mean, I thought it was funny when she took the bottom to the dress off and she just had like a rose in between her ass. Same. Next up was Alyssa Hunter, who she told the other girls that she was playing guitar, but really she was just playing them because she came out there and Cornbread read her. There's not a chord on that guitar. Girl, no. Not a chord on the guitar, not a chord coming off of the guitar. I didn't like this look, and I didn't like this performance, and I think that it's very hypocritical how, at least if they actually, if it wasn't shown, then whatever, but if they actually during the filming did not get on her about her not having a bottom, but then they got on to June about her bottom, that's just extremely weird to me, because Alyssa was out there just Barbie doll pussy in it, just out there, no panty, no allude to a panty, no anything, and I was not here for it. Then Carrie Colby came on stage, and I do agree with the judges that this was pretty much just her lip syncing with a little bit of jump rope. I was hoping that, I don't know what I was expecting when she said that she was going to do jump roping. I guess I thought that she was going to fall from the fucking rafters into a handstand and then drop into a split, maybe pull the jump rope out of her pussy and get up and just start, back flipping like Sonique and doing it. But I was not expecting this schoolyard stuff. But then also, I'm not a jump roper, so I ain't got no room to talk. The funniest thing about this to me was Orion Story's face when everyone else around her is like living and Orion's just sitting there just like stone faced. Hilarious to me. And then Orion gets on stage and makes a complete and absolute ass of herself, because that was not comedy. It was not enjoyable. I don't really have anything to say about it. She must have been high as hell when she came up with that idea, because how else? Next onto the stage was Cornbread, and she fucking killed it. She killed it, pissed on the stage, and then all the other bitches slipped in it, because Cornbread killed that rap. Ooh, it was so good. When she said, cut crease and it's on angular. Ooh, I started shoulder bobbing. I almost broke my neck, bitch. But I loved it. Wasn't a big fan of the hair on this outfit, but a big fan of just this performance in general. I just really enjoyed it. She's got amazing stage presence. And then Willow Pill was the last queen to perform at the talent show. And this was confusing. It was very slow at first to me, and then it started picking up more towards the end, and I wish that it kind of just would have been more of the chaos that was at the end. I also don't think that this was a lip sync. I think that this bordered more on performance art than a lip sync, because girl, your lips didn't move at all. Now onto the runway. First up, we had June Jambalaya, and I like this look, but I also don't like this look. I feel like I would have loved this look had it been stuck to her body, if that makes sense. Like, had it not just been something that is so obviously like a stocking material that's like over her body. If it was more like I would love it then, but just not a fan of it. It kind of just looks like droopy skin at some points because of the weight of the jewels that she has on it. I think that it could have been done a little better. And then next up is Bosco, and I liked this look. I thought that it was kind of like a good storyline through, with her walking in and being a devil and then like having this be the devil, but this was more elevated. And I love the hair. It's kind of like what Tace on UK season 2 did with the hair, but to a different extent. And the main thing that I like about it is that it's black, but these stones on the outfit are fucking they're gag worthy. Yeah. Next up was Alyssa Hunter, and I fucking hate this look. I fucking hate this look. My Fair Lady, I don't like it at all. It's just Next up was Carrie Colby, and I'm not a big fan of this look either. I mean, I hear what she's saying with like, the Leo and like these different things. It's just simple to me and just very, I don't know. It doesn't look cohesive in a way. I just don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. The next up was Orion Story, who I thought this was a cute look, honestly. But then again, I like shrooms, so maybe that's why I thought it was cute. I thought that it was innovative. I love the way that she pads, and I disagree with the judges that said that this is not good. And then last up was Willow Pill. Hated this look. Hated this look, hated this look, hated this look. And I love Willow, but this was not it. I don't like it seems like these are two colors that like you think would go together, but then you actually put them together and it's like, oh, these are two really strong colors that don't mix well. And I just wasn't a fan of it, really. And then they get into judging and everything, you know. They tell Cornbread that she's the one. Oh, Cornbread. I forgot Cornbread. Cornbread's look was fucking amazing. It gave me Lizzo, but kind of like if Lizzo was going to war with Joan of Arc. Absolutely fucking here for it. I wish that she somehow would have had more volume on the top in a way, because the way that the chain link wig kind of like drooped kind of brought her head down to me in a way. I wish that she had some way to have like added volume or, you know, like had a little bit more decoration to that to have it be not as droopy. But other than that, fucking loved it. She looks sickening in this look. Now on to the judging and everything. Cornbread is told that she's the winner, and I agree. She objectively did the best out of everyone else on there. There's not much else to say about that. We get June Jambalaya and Orion Story in the bottom, and pretty much once the song came on, I was like, oh, Ryan, pack it up, because you're not winning this lip sync. Kind of wish that we would have got to see more of her, but, you know, I guess it was just her time. And maybe we will see more of her. It seems kind of odd, the way that they were just, like, pushing the girls out the door. But also they did it on season 6. So, Then episode 2 begins. And the first queen into the workroom is Georges. And, I like this look. It's monochromatic and it's like flashy, but it's cinched at the waist and, you know, living for this hair. It's like Ariana Grande, but like double. Absolutely living for those voluminous ass ponytails. Gorgeous face, gorgeous makeup. Gorgeous makeup, if you will. And then next into the room was Deja Sky. I love her makeup. I love her paint. I don't get this look. Mainly with the top. Is the top supposed to be a nude illusion? Or like what? Also, she looks very reminiscent of some queen that I can't quite put it on. And I thought that it was Meatball at first, but it's not Meatball. I can't tell who it is, but her eye shape. There's something very, very, very familiar about her eye shape that I just cannot place. Very excited to see more of her on this season, though. Next into the room was Diet Alyssa Edwards. Not even Diet Alyssa. Next up into the room was Jamie Kennedy, and I hate this look. And then she started talking, and I was like, oh, okay, that's good. Alyssa Hunter, you got your name from Alyssa Edwards, and Jamie just got her whole personality. Jamie? What is this girl's? Is her name? Her name's not Jamie Kennedy. That's an actor. Jasmine. I can't believe I just called her Jamie Kennedy. And next up into the room was Jasmine Kennedy. And she said, Mama, this is just the entrance look. But sis, that's not really anything to brag about. It gave me a lot of Elliot with 2 T's. That like pink runway that I think she went home in, maybe. Where she looked like kind of like a half evolved dinosaur. I'm not seeing anything original. I see an Alyssa wannabe, honestly. But, you know, I guess it's whatever. It's also really funny to me that she says that she's from New York, but baby, those teeth give me backwoods Mississippi at all hours of the day. And next up into the workroom was Maddie Morphosis, and I'm not mad at this look. I do think that it could be refined in ways. I think that the hemline could maybe be a little bit shorter. It could be more cinched at the waist. And I think that the hair could be a little bigger. But, I mean, she says she's camp. So, I guess we'll see. Next up into the workroom was Angeria Paris Van Michaels. I hope I got that name right because there's like 4 of them. Yeah, Angeria Paris Van Michaels. And I absolutely live for this look. I love the neckline of it. I love the fucking outward 50s housewife of it. The styled hair, the matching umbrella. Even though you shouldn't open umbrellas inside buildings, that's bad luck, girl. Lived for this look. She is polished as hell, and I fucking love it. I also love her as a queen. Ooh, I'm here for it. I am on the Angeria train, 100%. Next up into the workroom was Lady Camden, and I fucking hate this look. I feel like that's gonna. I need to have an I fucking hate this look counter on here because I fucking hate this look. The hair is about the only thing that I like. The jacket is also cute, but other than that, it is literally just a bra fashioned out of edible candy bracelets and then a matching piece of fabric tied around her, wrapped around her waist, and then safety pinned. There's absolutely no form to the bottom half of it, and she said something about one of the other Spice Girls being here, and I mean, unless it's Hodgepodge Spice, I don't know who you talking about, sis. And then last into the workroom was Dia Betty, and I also fucking hated this look. I like the hair. I don't understand the outfit, and when she walked in, the TV that I was watching it on, she literally just looked like yellow, like head to toe, like full on like liver failure, jaundice. Like her makeup is also very Crystal Method, like literally Crystal Method picked it up and like stamped it on her face. They then go into their mini challenge, which was the Tic Tac photo shoot type thing. Not nearly as fun as the last one, and honestly gave me nothing to talk about. I don't remember who won that one, but apparently it wasn't too memorable if I can't remember it like that. I guess let's just go ahead and, that's one thing that I wanted to say. I don't really have much to say about what happened in the workroom here either, but I thought that it was really fucking funny that, number one, that Rue just kind of, I don't know if you can out a straight person, but Rue definitely just like, she blew up Maddie's spot in front of everyone, and you can see the goop on everyone's face, including Maddie. Maddie looked at her like, bitch, what the hell? But I also thought it was really funny how Rue was like, you don't have a southern accent. And he was like, oh yeah, I try to like distance myself. Like I try to not sound as much Arkansas as I can. But then you try not to sound like you're from Arkansas, but you walk around and say stuff like, pay me no never mind and knee high to a grasshopper. Bitch, you might as well grab the banjo. Like, what? Who says that? Unless you're from the South. Like, that's the only reason that I understood what she was saying. But on to the talent show. Georges killed it. Absolutely loved seeing her fucking leg spin into a dip. Absolutely fucking amazing. Loved that. Jasmine Kennedy came out, and I was not that impressed because, again, she just seems like an Alyssa Edwards wannabe. And even down to the hair and the makeup that she did, it was just very, very, very Alyssa. The strong brow, the big lash, the slicked hair up until it gets to like the bouffant in the style. It's just even the thigh high boots and the fucking fringy outfit. She looks like a skinny Alyssa Edwards, and there's just some originality lacking there for me, even down to the way that she talks and the moves that she does. All of them have been done by Alyssa, which just is not that interesting to me. Dia Betty was next, and this was not good. This was not good at all. I love that song, and this was not good. I don't really have much to say about it. Next up was Lady Camden, and this also was not good to me. I really want to like Lady Camden. Not off to a good start, though. Not off to a good start. For someone who claims to be a dancer, you're mighty stiff, ma'am. You are mighty stiff. Also, very low kicks for someone who claims to be a dancer. Very low kicks. Deja Sky was up next, and this was absolutely horrible too. Absolutely horrible. It did not make me laugh literally once. But her voice gave me very Cowardly Lion from The Wizard of Oz. So that was something intriguing about it. Next up was Maddie Morphosis, and she said, okay, I got some for that bitch Alyssa. Let me show her how to actually play a guitar. It was cool. He did really good on the, strumming and like the playing and all of that part, but it was kind of low energy. He seems kind of in his head and kind of just like very nervous, which is understandable, but you're going to have to shake out of that if you're going to do good in this competition. And then next up was Angeria Paris Van Autotune Michaels with an original song, and I wasn't that gooped. Her stage presence was the best, but I wasn't that gagged. I think that it's very safe to say that the episode 1 girls kind of blew the talent show out of the water, and it kind of made all of this less enjoyable in a way. Next up is the runway, and first up we get Georges in this really cool look, kind of. I didn't like it at first. I do not like this like purple drapery on it. It kind of looks like an afterthought, and then she tore it away, and I was like, okay, that looks more your style. That looks like that's actually visually appealing to me. I really liked this look after the reveal though. Deja Sky was next on the runway, and I didn't like this look at all. It looked a bit heavy. The lace too, and the lace next to the blue fabric look like they're the same fabric, just one is lace and one is opaque, like solid. I didn't like it. I like the silhouette of it. Didn't like the fabric choices. And next up was Jasmine Kennedy in, to me, an outdated look. This is an outdated form of drag in a way. This looks very much so to me like something that Kennedy Davenport would have worn on season 7, mixed with Alyssa Edwards. It's just not very good to me. And I also think that it was a very odd choice to have her hair like a side ponytail almost, because it threw it off when you saw her like front on. Girl, just put the ponytail on. But the next up was Maddie Morphosis, and I actually really liked this look, but I am gooped, gagged, and conflama that no one read him for wearing a flat on the runway. I am absolutely gagged. I understand why he didn't wear one, but I think anyone else probably would have got read, really. Amazing look, though. Amazing look. Angeria Paris Van Michaels was up next, and I did like this look. It is very pageant drag, but, good look. Next on the runway was Lady Camden, and again, I want to like her, and this is a strong concept, but it fucking sucked. Like, that is the baldest peacock I've ever seen, ma'am. That is the baldest peacock. That peacock got alopecia. Not the southern coming out. That peacock got alopecia, like full on. It's missing every other feather. And I don't get this platform. I just don't like it. Her drag seems very like filtered through a pop star lens, and it's not working well for me. It's not working well for me at all. Last on the runway was Dia Betty, and this looked like it was plucked straight from Crystal Method's closet. From the palette to the hair to the makeup, she looks like Crystal Method, and that's not really that good of a thing. But I loved this outfit. Absolutely loved this fucking outfit. I'm gonna make one for myself. That's how much I loved this outfit. And then she turned around and revealed that big ass rip in the back, and my heart just melted because I was like, ooh, girl, you definitely gonna be in the bottom now. This look might have saved you until you turned around in it. You should have just walked backwards down the runway, honestly, sis. Honestly. And then we get into the judging, and we find out that Angeria Paris Van Michaels is the winner of this challenge, and Dia Betty and Deja Sky are the bottom 2. which I honestly agree with. I think that they were the two most lackluster talents in the lineup. I wish that we would have gotten to see more of Diabetti, but I also understand why we didn't. And I kind of hope that they do something where they bring somebody back throughout the season. But honestly, if they don't, I also wouldn't be mad at it. I do wish that we would have gotten to see more of Diabetti, but I also don't think that Deja deserved to go home in a way. I don't know. It's the first episode. Or I guess the second episode. Yeah, it's the premiere, but the second episode. So who knows? I guess we'll just have to see what this season unfolds. And with that, the double premiere is over. Next week, the girls will meet each other and we will have one cast, not two halves of a cast. And I'm really excited to see how the queens interact with each other. I'm really excited to find out what this chocolate bar twist is. And I'm thoroughly intrigued. That is one thing that this season has done, is it's built a bit of intrigue around it, which to me at least hasn't been present in the past few seasons. I kind of have not enjoyed the past 3 seasons in a way. I didn't really enjoy 11, 12, or 13, but maybe this season will be, like the revitalization that Drag Race needs. Guess we'll just have to find out to see. But yeah, that's it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know that it was a bit all over the place, but this is literally my first time ever doing something like this. And hopefully it all turns out well. I hope that, 40 minutes isn't too much to sit through. If it is, let me know. I can get through this shit faster. Honestly, probably won't take this long normally because it won't be reviewing 2 episodes. But if you want it to take this long, I also can make it take this long. But I guess that's it. Make sure you like the video, leave me a comment, let me know if you'd like to see me talk about some other things, because I don't want to just talk about Drag Race. I want to talk about everything. I want to talk about what you guys want to talk about. I want to talk about what I want to talk about. Let's talk about everything. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on post notifications if you want to be alerted when I upload a new video, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.